Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. I woke up feeling a lot more empowered, so I feel happier. How's your mood today? It's Friday, November 8th, 2024, step 16 day. I feel calmer and I feel like I am excited, slowly excited to, have that November 11th coming up, and it's like November 19th is around the corner. Whatever I'm going through, facing the lowest parts of myself and the most broken parts of myself is slowly, I would like to say it's coming to an end. So I felt like that. How are you guys feeling today? I was just telling everybody that I feel a lot better, and I think it's I think it's I was listening to Sensei Christopher. He was also mentioning raising your frequency. It's not about just like it's just going up like that simply. You need to go deep down and dig deeper so that you can transmute the lower parts of yourself so that you can raise yourself higher. And I feel this way, and it's not easy at all. But even like yesterday was another lowest to say the least too. And hi Lee, at work watching for a bit. Oh, I love that. Thank you for being here. And but like yesterday was another low, and I took my time. I basically stay home and stay on the bed, and it just if I want to take a nap, I took a nap. And sometimes you allow yourself to be in a state. And happy day, Dolly. Yes, Irene, great to see you. You just have to, do what your heart wants and put your heart first. And always glad to know we all have low days. And if I'm learning that if I have low days, and you just, it's okay. We are all learning to accept all parts of ourselves. And what it's like to feel and embody accepting all parts of yourself. And that's something that coming up for me, because I keep saying I'm going to accept all parts of myself, but it's like it's like what it's like to love myself, really, right? Like it's you never. And as we shift those definitions, how you feel in your body changes too. So I am learning. It's like, okay, I know how to love people, I know how to love dogs, and how to love children. I love teaching. Those of things lifts my heart. But according to Serious Joy, the message told me that Ikue, you rarely think about loving yourself. What it's like to love yourself, going inwards. And so instead of like, I'm so used to sending love to people, like I think about it and I sending love to their soul and all of that. But do I do that to myself? So that's something that came out for me. So I am like, I love myself. Instead of going like that, I love myself. It's just like, I love myself. And I changed that cell phone screen to, cell phone screen that says, I am enough exactly the way I am. So every time I grab my phone, it says, I am enough exactly as I am. And I woke up feeling like I wrote it down, sometimes you woke up feeling very in a deficit mode, right? Like feeling low. But I felt, immediately my mind likes to go into that place. And I immediately told myself, only good things come out of this. Only good things come my way. And that's, words are spelling. And so I am using that power of words and quickly shift the mood. And it's okay to feel your emotions and do what your heart asks you to do, but also, and then appreciating that privilege, right? Not many people can do that. It's like, so my heart is broken, but I gotta work, right? And part of me is like, okay, I gotta take actions and all of that, but I am appreciating the fact that I'm still responsible, I'm still functional, but at the same time, like I'm grieving, and I'm taking my time to slow down, and it's just like meet myself, date myself, and comforting myself. And those times are super necessary time to time. And when that happens, I was thinking, like, when is the last time I felt this low? Sometimes I ask myself, it's like literally I feel like I'm in a depression mode, and it's like this is very like uncomfortable. But I guess in order for us to raise our frequency, we need to go low first. It's kind of like, literally, physically, if you want to jump higher, the secret is, I know that as a dancer, you need to go into your plie. Plie means to bend both knees. So you're going to deeper into your squat so that you can jump higher. And so in order for us to raise higher, you literally have to go deeper into the ground and bury yourself in the soil, right? And just to know that amongst of all of the things that you feel and you're going through, whatever you're feeling, even when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling sad, when you're grieving, we are still blessed, and we are still safe, and we are loved. And so coming from the higher parts of me, telling me this, and so that we can get through this. Contrast, baby. Yes, Irene. So when you feel the contrast, and now we have nothing but to go higher. And it will fluctuate, right? But I think sometimes that low is really low. And I think this time I was really reminded that where my low is and where my limit. Anger teaches me a certain limit aspect, right? And grieving and sadness teach me a certain limit for myself. So I am thinking this reminder to show me my fear. And this morning, the things that came up for me was the fear of, all of the actions, not all of it, but most of the negative action that I took resulted from me not feeling good enough. But also basically the theme was fear of abandonment and fear of rejection. And those things are really, really sticky. Maybe you can resonate. Fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, and I probably carried that from past life. So this is how I show up to the world. So even though my parents, just looking back, their childhood wounds is real, but even though my parents didn't intend to make me feel this way, of course not. But then because of that programming that I will very carry bringing into this earth, I somehow adopted the idea that I am not lovable, I am not enough, so I need to work hard because I have a fear of abandonment and fear of rejection. How you can imagine how all of that affected my adult life and decision making later in life, and affected all type of relationship. And so yeah, I acknowledge that part of myself. Now this is my last time since I know that Pluto is in Capricorn for the last time in our lifetime. So some days maybe I'm low tomorrow, but I feel a lot more empowered today, and I'm excited for 11/11 portal and day that Pluto is going to move to Aquarius. And Pluto in Aquarius is going to be a lot more fluid, of course, and it's not so controlling, just like a Capricorn. I have Capricorn side, can be controlling, but decision making and leadership type and patriarchy and structure. This type of structure, but I think as we're moving into a different world, it's time for us to be sovereign with our self-worth, and we have nothing to prove to anyone. We never have to prove our self-worth to anyone and everything. So especially women, right? Women's are realizing how powerful we are. We're Age of Aquarius, here we come. Women's are that, the people who show, and how it's done, right? Feminine energy, and tapping into our powerful place. And I am not perfect, and I go through this, but when I feel empowered, I would like to say whatever I feel. Even when I'm low, I say whatever I feel. And accepting all parts of myself means just know and accept that I am enough exactly the way I am. I don't need to change a thing. And I'm programming myself in some area and reprogram with good feeling thoughts. My mother was a Capricorn. Yikes. Yeah. We're gonna love Capricorn. Capricorns are appreciated, loved, and lovable. It has a very, strong trait of get things done. So Capricorn tend to bypass process and creativity in the middle. And it's just like shortcut everything, bypass everything. It's like, okay, I got this stuff done. But did you have fun doing it? Those things are not the priority for Capricorn. But I noticed that about myself. I am 26 Libra, but have a very strong Capricorn side, perfectionist, and gets things done. And Cap Sag here, yeah. So embracing that. Oh my goodness, you guys, Irene Lee, you guys have strong Capricorn. Hope you don't think that I was making fun of Capricorn. But it's at the time, it's just like Pluto in Capricorn until November 19th. Let's embrace that. And Capricorn is doing the last dance, and showing us the area that we didn't have good boundaries for ourselves, right? And so thank you for showing me this, showing me the area. For me, fear of abandonment, fear of rejection, and I feel more courageous today to face that fear up front. Sometimes you gotta sit next to each other. Sometimes you just have to shut down, not shut down, but necessarily just like, feel it out. But yeah, right on the button. Yes, we're all here. I'm excited. 11 portal. We're just, getting rid of all that residual lowest frequency of we would carry for a very long time, and we are rising up, once we work through that squatting, the ground, and now it's time for us to just fly. And by doing that, just trust that only good things come out of this. So yeah, okay, so let's read the energy of today. Today we're right now at the Pisces energy, I sense, and step 16, net to 7. So today your higher self seek to integrate with your lower self, so which is a good sign, right? Where I was just talking about the lower parts of ourselves and higher parts of ourselves. And sometimes when we caught in the moment, we tend to think this lower parts is us only, like, wow, how low is that? Like, it's like I feel so miserable and I feel depressed. What is this, But we also need to remind ourselves that we have a higher self, right? Step 16 is a spiritual halfway point between your highest spiritual self and your lower inner intuition. With I protect Scorpio, granting you the ability to open up and close down, today marks the potential to unite your entire self from crown chakra to root chakra. Today marks the potential to unite your entire self from crown chakra to root chakra. Step 16 is a call to open. Step 6, your heart 1. And the I protect Scorpio energy is your path to protect that opening. The first lesson or shift today may involve the boundaries necessary for you to open your heart safely. We talk about the safety of our heart. In order for us to open our heart, we need to feel safe. But in order to feel safe, that's another layer, right? And I talk about good boundaries for ourselves. We feel safe when we have good boundary for ourselves. Good boundaries can be, maybe de-associate with the toxic trait parts, toxic parts of yourself, but also could mean that just reinforcing your core belief about yourself. Like whatever's happening doesn't matter. I am radically, fundamentally lovable, safe, protected, provided. That those are like go-to affirmation along with I am enough and I am worthy and I don't need to prove to no one. So those good boundaries and core belief about ourselves lead us to feel safe in our body in the sacred temple. And when we feel safe, we open our heart and we expand, right? So I think in this Scorpio season, after all, we are going back and forth about this process of like, okay, where's my boundaries? It's like, I identify what has been holding me back. Okay, let's go back and reinforce the boundary again. Okay, now I feel safe again. And something get triggered again. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board. It's like, okay, showing me the parts of myself that I need to let go. Okay, it could be a fear of rejection, could be a fear of abandonment. Okay, here I come, coming back up again. Now, boundaries. When I started to work on boundaries like this in this Scorpio season, I told myself, it's like, wow, boundaries are actually very beautiful because boundaries allow me to create a safe territory for me to exist, to feel safe. And it's kind of like become my own person, being valuable. And it doesn't matter what people say or people do. It's like, no, thank you for showing me this. These are the results of my weak boundaries in the past, but no more. It's like I know myself, and I know myself going back and forth, and I'm still going through that. That's the lowest part of myself. But in the higher self, it's like my birthright is solid, Anyway, so those are the boundaries and feeling safe about ourselves. Now, if you find yourself shut down, worried, upset, it may be that you don't have enough privacy, shelter, or feel safe enough to open your heart. Your environment may not feel safe, or you may simply need some time to slow down and connect. Do what's necessary to feel sacred and secure. Once your heart is open, your spiritual energy will open. Next 7. The spiritual cord allows you to connect from your body to your higher self. When you feel your spiritual self come forward, use your intuitive energy to sense and feel into your current life situation, boundaries, and potential changes. Ask your intuition. Do you sense? So intuition, the good words to use is I sense. Do you sense any portion of your daily security or privacy insecure? Do you sense any warnings or red flags with your immediate future plans? Do you feel your life is in alignment with your spiritual objectives or goals? In your larger narrative today, you are on the cusp of making a decision or commitment to change your life or personal boundaries in the next 24 hours. Therefore, this is a magic moment to meditate, pray, or sense into your future plans. Feel if your intuition is affirming your proposed direction or giving warnings. In each of your stories today, open your heart and read what your intuition has to say about your life. Take all information in stride without resistance. Today is a day of spiritual reflection about your business, values, and things you have created. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. That's another layer, right? When you're digging into this weak boundary for yourself. And why does this make me feel this way? And you look at yourself and notice, oh, I was judging myself for my past mistakes. And here comes, for me, I tell myself, I am going to be kind to myself. I made that mistakes and I didn't know better, and I'm just going to be kind to myself. And in order for me to forgive others, it's like I don't need to forgive this action from others, but what I can do is I just, it's like people didn't know better. I'm going to be kind to myself. I don't have to agree with the action they took, right? I don't need to agree with the action they took. And I hated the action, but I am going to be kind to myself, right? I may forgive the person, not the action. Yeah, differentiating all of that and to find my way back to the inner peace. So forgive yourself for past mistakes. Be open and allow your intuitive spirit to guide you to what is in your highest good. You are learning a long-term spiritual lesson about your compassion for your own feelings, family history, or emotional security. Long-term spiritual lesson about your compassion. Yeah, so be kind to yourself. Compassion is similar thing. For your own feelings, yeah, compassion towards your feelings, family history, or emotional security. Yeah, I had such blur emotional security for myself for a very long time. Today marks a turning point in your karma with your family and feelings. So let's really set the intention that, we are all be compassionate and kind to our past mistakes and stuff that we did and stuff that they did because of our weak boundaries, because we are the creator and we are the sovereignty, right? We have that sovereignty to decide and to, create our own life, and we just didn't know how. And now today is a turning point. What are we making decisions? what are we deciding? Today's goal is to shelter yourself so the heart and spirit can open up. Once open, intuit about your boundaries and safety. Lastly, today the best moment for forgiving and releasing what does not serve you. Holding on to resentment or disappointment will sink your intentions and weigh down your potential. The combination of Net 7 and I Protect Scorpio grant you the power to let something go forever. Take advantage of this moment. Forgive, release, and start the process of forgetting the past. Peace be with you. I open my heart to truth. I'll read the last paragraph again. Lastly, today is the best moment for forgiving and releasing what does not serve you. Holding on to resentment or disappointment will sink your intentions and weigh down your potential. The combination of Net 7 and I Protect Scorpio grant you the power to let something go forever. Take advantage of this moment. Forgive, release, and start the process of forgetting the past. Forgive and release. Forgive and release. In order to forgive and release, we need to be kind to ourselves, kind and compassionate. It's like we just made those mistakes. We attracted those events and people to hurt us, to just, reminding us that we were holding on to this part of ourselves, the wrong core belief about ourselves, and we are radically lovable, loved, safe, protected. And I will say this, and sometimes I just feel like I'm just saying this, and sometimes I feel more, I feel like I'm embodying in these sentences more, but it's a practice. It takes practice to really program our mind that we are radically worthy of love and safe and worthy enough, and we don't need to prove anyone. Like, what are we doing here? It's like all my life I feel like I worked so hard to prove my self-worth to my parents and my family members, and I don't know, it's just like, why did I do that to myself if I just know that my self-worth is not something that I need to earn or love is something that I need to earn. You know, people will even say like you need to earn your trust, and maybe that's true too in terms of trust. But I know that I'm very committed in nature, something that it's in me, maybe practiced so hard growing up, but I am committed, I'm responsible, but I'm also perfectionist, right? So I am learning that if my heart says it's like today you are just going to stay in bed. Yes, heart, right? Yeah, so that's what I exactly did. Like yesterday I stay home, stretch, and I just like sit with myself, and I just thought, okay, let's go to bed. Took a nap, and it's like I felt like, wow, I'm not doing anything, but yeah, I guess, you know, I need this today, right? So when the feeling comes up, we gotta listen to us. It's like, you know, yes, heart, I'm going to do whatever you think you want to do, right? Our brain likes to think and think of all this fearing thoughts that, oh, you have to do this today, and and this is the reason, blah blah blah. But you know, we're exactly where we need to be. I am worthy exactly as I am. I don't need to prove to nobody, and I am just doing me, and I am just showing up, and it's okay. It's safe to be me, right? It's safe to celebrate yourself. And as a woman, we need to start celebrating our true self, how powerful we are, how lovable. And women have all this, amazing magnetic energy inside of us that we don't need to chase anything. It should be that everything get gravitated towards us without us trying. So I like to set the intention, even when I'm in my bed, even when I'm not taking action, I am attracting something. I am magnetic, and that's just how women's are, right? So let's just really set the intention. And if we're ever watching, and men, you're also welcome, and we're all tapping into our feminine energy. So let's move on to the feeling. So the card that I picked today is this. I picked this card a couple times. Get back to nature and reconnect to your hippie roots. So more than ever, we bury ourselves in the soil, ground up, right? Like we need to go in deeper and soil and dig deeper. And every time we go higher, equally we need to go deeper. And this is how we anchor ourselves: root chakra and crown chakra, perfect balance and expansion. And as we dig in deeper, and we see this like, oh, what did I have? This fear of this and fear of that, or like anger, sadness, all of that start to coming up, and it's like you get into panic mode, and it's like, oh, what's happening? But one thing that came up yesterday, I woke up with the inflammation on my ring finger on my right side, and I know that this is resentment that coming up for me. So it's a lot better, but it's like, wow, this is interesting. And I told myself, thank you for showing me this, and showing me this fear and resentment of like what I had to go through. And I'm facing this emotion myself, and I choose to release this because now I know myself better. I no longer carry this fear of abandonment. I no longer carry this fear of rejection. And I know that I reinforce my boundaries. I am lovable. I am enough. I don't need to do anything to prove my self-worth. So, here, Mother Nature is calling you to reconnect with her wisdom and get back to your hippie roots. Tune in. One sign that you're spiritually awakening is you develop a deeper desire to spend time in nature. In nature, you can disconnect from the hustle and bustle of the busy world to reconnect with the core value of your inner hippie: peace, love, and harmony. You may be drawn to study holistic healing, such as Ayurvedic medicine, essential oils, crystals, chakras, energy healing, yoga, meditation, or shopping locally and eating organic. You might even be thinking of going vegan. Nature has all the answers if you have the awareness to notice. Ducks show us how to shake it off when you get upset, and the squirrels show us how to have fun while diligently preparing for the future. Carl Sagan pointed that we are all made of stardust, carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen. We're all connected in the cosmos. Spend time in nature, even you have to use a local park to reconnect your roots. Try taking off your shoes and grounding your energy to the earth. Bring nature to you by adding some houseplants, eliminate products with toxic chemicals, and opt for Pinterest DIY. Right, we connect with my hippie roots and spend the listening to the wisdom of nature. We are nature, right? And connect with that network. In order to do that, we gotta move our fascia. So let's quickly finish with not organ reset. Let's do fascia coffee. Medicine of the mushroom. Yeah, mushrooms are super powerful. Like the solemn, the network, the nerves. It's literally, it's the same. When you look at the tree, the roots of the tree, or look at the our nerve system or mushroom. Very similar. And let's tap into our energy. So today is a bit busy day for me. I am going to teach fascia maneuver class in person after this, and right after that I come back home and I'll be on live covering for Coach Brett 2 p.m. PST. I'm teaching Instagram live fascia maneuver class through Human Garage, and so I hope you guys can tune in. Let's go around and just just keep on moving and keep on expanding. And we're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I keep going. Right hand, left shoulder, go touch, lift it over, and I feel a lot more empowered today, so that's a good sign, right? I may fluctuate throughout the day. But I every time I go low, I tell myself only good things come out of this. Thank you for showing me this or that. It's just acknowledging that. Hips, right belly, left hip belly, up. Oh, we are lucky we get you at 2 today too. Yes, thank you so much, Curly. You're so sweet. Okay, let's do our legs. I'm just gonna go like this because I'm lazy, and go legs to your feet, inner side, and your flexor, and opening ourselves and appreciating our body. And thank you, body. And let's go to the side. And I'm just giving some love, our body, so much love. And don't forget to send love to yourself throughout the day, right? In the back of your legs. And let's do the chest. And I think, regardless of how we're feeling, I think 11/11 is going to be a powerful portal, to say the least. So, just reinforce your core value of yourself, boundaries, and set the intention for the new year. The new year actually needs to start. It sounds like it's Scorpio season is the beginning of the new year, because Scorpio season, we're going inwards and set the boundaries and look at ourselves inwards, right? It's kind of like the void energy, and void is nothing, but this nothingness is everything, you know what I mean? So the lower back. Okay. Thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna get going, but I will see you at 2 p.m. PST for fascia maneuvers class. And let's, we're all loved, we're lovable, we're safe and protected, and we are enough. I am enough exactly as I am, and I am worthy. And good things come my way. Come your way. And thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you soon. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I will hope to see you again on Monday. Bye everyone.